Today's the big day, folks. The day we all been waiting for. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you excited? Because I am. Woo! The boogity ball. Well, welcome back again, folks, to another portion of the show. A couple of things I want to mention before we get started on this guitar here. We're supposed to get a really big snow this weekend coming up. Now, I don't know when you'll see this video. Probably the video will be a week old by the time you see it, but we're supposed to get a big snow, really big one. Haven't had any all winter this year. And you guys that live in places that never see this stuff, count your blessings. But I'll try to get you some footage of that if we do get it. And you know, we always get twice what they say, and they're calling for a foot right now. And the other thing was, I wanted to say, a lot of you guys want me to work on your guitars, and I will. We'll get to them. Just don't send any more right now. Right now, because I got lots of guitars here that belong to you guys. I got held up when I was sick, and just threw everything out of kilter. But let me get caught up on these guitars I have, and then we'll I'll talk to you, the ones that are still wanting to send me guitars. Okay. Now we get on this. You remember the last video we left with the saddle being too high, the action too high. I was going to take the saddle down. I was going to show you how to do that. I started to do it after I made the video, do it off camera, and I thought, no, shit, I'll just make it on the next video and make the saddle the right height and do a setup on the whole thing, you know what I mean? So that's what we're going to do on this video. I'll bring you over here closer, and I'll show you how to get measurements from the 12th fret to determine how much you want to take your saddle down to accomplish the action you desire. And you can do this on your own guitars or someone else's, I don't care. Come over, come closer. Now there are different methods for doing this, and the one I'm going to show you is the one I use most of the time. And you can do it, it works, it'll work on your guitar or anyone's. I want to check the action on this thing again. I want to read it in thousandths instead of 64ths. We need to pick the thing up wrong again. Who would have thought? And we are at the 12th fret on the bass string. We're at 100 thousandths exactly. And the last video, I think it was 80 or 90 thousandths. That goes to show, yeah, 100 thousandths, dead on the money. That goes to show how much a guitar needs to settle down after this much work. It's been I think 2 days since I made that last video. 2 days between it and this one. And it went from, what was it, 80 or 90 thousandths, whatever it was, it's 100 thousandths now at the 12th fret on the high E and the low E. Okay? We would like to see that at about 80 thousandths or thereabouts. And that's a significant drop. But that's what we would like to see, about 80 thousandths action on the thing. We're at 100, so that's a difference of 20 thousandths. Okay? We want to drop the strings 20 thousandths at the 12th fret. In order to do that, you have to remove twice that amount of material from the saddle back here. So if I want this to come down 20 thousandths, which is the case, I got to take 40 thousandths off the bottom of this saddle. So I want to take the strings, loosen them up, get the saddle out, mark it, and I'll bring you back and we'll take 40 thousandths off the bottom of the saddle. Hold on. Okay, I've got feeler's gauge clamped at the bench here, and I have 40 thousandths laid out here. Enough of 40 thousandths. All I'm going to do is hold that saddle up there like so. I'm going to have to do it on this other side, because I can't draw this way, left-handed, but I'm just showing you. I'm going to hold it up there like that, take a pencil and mark it. And like I say, I got to do it from this side, and I apologize for blocking your view yet again. Seems like I do that an awful lot. And here, you should be able to see where I marked the 40 thousandths at. That's quite a bit, really, but anyways, that's 40 thousandths. That's what needs to come off to make the action at 80 thousandths. Hold on, I'll bring you back after I've taken the saddle down. I'm just going to take sandpaper, set it on the the table here, give it this number for about 30 minutes or so, and I'll see you then. This is the most fun part of all, man. There you can see our lines. Good ways to go. So I saved you the pain of me doing all that sanding and putting the saddle back in and tightening all the strings up. We're still one step below standard tuning. But I wanted to bring on my new, y'all thought those other pants were so sexy. I had to bring these out and show you, man. I think they're pretty sexy too. Alright, let's see what we have here. We were at 100 thousandths. We wanted to come down from 100 to 80. That's a difference of 20 thousandths. We took 40 thousandths off the saddle, and it's still got, check this out, still got a really high saddle on there. See that? Still sticking up really high, and we can come down quite a bit more, I think, too. We should be at 80 or thereabouts now, and we are at exactly 80 thousandths. Low E at the 12th fret, and high E, right dead on the money, 80 thousandths. So that works, you see. Now, I'm going to put new strings on this thing. I thought I had some MSP Martin strings. I don't have. All I have are these Earthwood. I think Ernie Ball makes those. Yeah, Earthwood mediums. And that's all I got, but that's what it's going to get. And I'm leaving a little room here because when I get the new strings on there, I don't even know what gauge these strings here are. These are the strings I had laying around and stuff on there to get in the ballpark. I'm going to take those off, put the new strings on it, and bring it all the way up to pitch. And I'm sure we probably are going to have to set this again, because tuned up one step higher is going to put more stress on the guitar. The neck relief will probably change, the action will probably change. We'll probably have to take that saddle out again and take more off of it. But let me get the new strings on it, and I'll bring you back and we'll take it from there. Welcome back. Now, I did a whole bunch of shit off the camera just to speed this process up some. Had to take a bridge out and sand it again off the bottom of it. And right now we are at 4/64 on the high E string, 4/64 and 5/64 up here on the bass string. Yeah, 5/64 and 4/64. Okay, that's good. We like that. Like it a lot. But remember when I tightened the truss rod and I told you guys that if I had to adjust it to set the neck relief, I prefer to loosen it. That way I don't have to loosen all the strings and crap. And we're still on the 17th fret. We've got a 12, 7th, 8th, and 9th frets. And it's hitting on the string. It's there. It goes under that fret, but that's a 9th fret. It goes under there. It's lifting the string a little bit, but that's not enough relief. Lifts the string there, lifts it there. Yeah, it won't go under. Yeah, it'll go under there, but it's very tight. So we got to, shit, I just folded that up. We got to loosen the truss rod a wee tiny bit, and we're going to do that right now. So this is what I was talking about now. See, I can loosen this truss rod under string tension, and that's all I'm going to loosen it. You never, I mean, I can't say it enough, man. You never want to tighten your truss rod under string tension. Why take that chance? You know what I mean? Before she goes up, oh yeah, there it is. That's on the 7th, 8th, that's the 9th fret. Just goes under there without lifting the string. I doubt if you can see shit, but take my word for it. Alright, here's the 7th. Check it out, man. It won't go under the 8th or 9th without hitting, but it does the 7th fret. Just grazes that string. I could probably stand to loosen that a little bit more. But I want to check the action first and see how much that truss rod adjustment changed it. See if we're still at 4 and 5/64ths. Yep, I knew it would. 5/64ths now on the high E, and 4, 5, almost 6/64ths, not quite that much, but it did change it some. So I think I'm going to meet it halfway. If I put any more relief in the neck, it's going to raise this even more, and then I'm going to have to take this out and lower it again. And I want to leave a little room there for the owner to play with. You know, if he wants the action a little bit higher, he can do that, or leave it like it is. If he wants it higher, leave it like it is. If he wants it lower, he can do that. Just loosen the rod a quarter of a turn, and you'll have to take that saddle out and take material off the bottom of it. But yeah, I think he's going to be all right with it right here. It's up to pitch, by the way. And let me look at that one more time. I want to check the neck relief again too. I won't hold you up for that. That just, it's not really even 5/64ths. It's between 4 and 5. And that's between 5 and 6. Just slightly over 5/64ths and slightly over 4/64ths down on the high E. So I'm going to leave it there, I think. I do want to check the neck relief though, just one more time, to be sure. And this guitar is going to settle down some more tomorrow. All this will change, and it'll have to be dialed in again anyway. So I'm going to leave it there for right now. I hear the furnace kicking on, man. It's getting ready for that big snowstorm, I guess. God, guess who's going to be plowing snow? It goes under that one. Yeah, I could afford to loosen that a little bit. That's a 12. It goes in there, like I say, it's tight, man. 7, that's a 7th. Very tight. Won't even go under these two. Maybe I will loosen that just a crack more. Not even a quarter of a turn, maybe more like an 1/8. Try that. Wasn't very much, but hopefully it'll be enough. Let's see. That one got a little bit looser. Yeah, that one's perfect, man. Let's see if it did anything at all for this side. It's still tight, but it won't go under 8 or 9. It goes under 7 right here, but it's very tight going under there. I'm going to leave that there, because like I say, the guitar's going to settle down for several days yet to come. I want to show you something else. Check this out. You probably can't see it from that angle, but you get an idea. Look at that. It goes right over the bridge, right up to the saddle. Just the way it's supposed to go. See if I can get it on there. Oh yeah, man. Check that out. That is just too cool. Perfect. It's perfect, baby. Well, I'll tune it up. It's time, folks. Time to hear this baby's voice. Hold on. plays nice all the way down the neck. And I practice so bad. Last time I played the guitar was when you watched me fix that Blue Ridge. Did a crappy demo. And that's been a month ago. And it was a month before that when I had played that time. So, excuse my playing because it sucks bad. I haven't been practicing. Thing's got the power, man. Calluses on my fingers, man. I can't slide. No calluses at all. And I can't slide. Can't pick either. Play it, but anyways, you can hear its voice, man, and it does have one. Good Lord, the thing vibrates all over when you play it. That's a sign of a good guitar. Probably looks like it's hard for me to chord, but it's not. It's my hands and no calluses and not practicing and all that crap. The thing, you can just touch it and it chords. I can't slide. All it needs now is a good buffing. I'm going to buff it up and clean it all up real good. Show it to you. The action, I think you can see how low it is. I don't know if you can see that or not on there. It's between 5/64 and 6/64 on the bass side, if you remember. And between 4/64 and 5/64 on this high E side. So I'm going to leave it there. That'll leave him a little bit of room to play with. It's still got plenty of saddle, a lot of high saddle, which is good. So, you know, it'll give him plenty of room to play with if he wants to change it, make it, you know, higher or lower. But I like it right there where it is myself. And like I say, it plays easy. It's just my hands, man. And I have no calluses, none whatsoever. there you have it, folks. I'm sorry I can't give you a better demo, but maybe when he picks it up, I can get him playing it or something. I don't know. Anyways, you're going to see this guitar again. This is not the end of it. I'm going to take the endoscope and go in here under string tension and tuned up the pitch. I know a lot of you like the endoscope. I want to go in there and check these braces. I don't hear any loose braces or any problems or anything, but this guitar has been through a lot. I mean, a lot of changes, you know. We had the bridge off. We had the entire neck off of it. I did lube the keys already. The third key, it might be starting to go bad. It's kind of funky, but it works. Number 3. But yeah, I got it tuned up to pitch now. It's up, you know, up to standard. I want to take that endoscope and go in there because I can't get in there with anything else, a camera or anything with strings on it. And we'll go in there with the endoscope and check these braces out on the top and just look around in there for anything that might be loose or whatever. The neck's holding perfectly, man. It has not moved one bit. The fretboard here where it was all pulled loose, it's not moving any at all. And if you remember, we cleated the top of this seam was separated here. You cannot even feel any signs of a crack now. There is some fall away right here. I think it's where that brace in there was broken so long and it had sunk so bad right here. Over time and proper humidity levels maintained, it might come back up. I don't know, but there is a little bit of fall away right there. It's not very bad, but I can see it now with strings on it. Anyways, what do? We cleated this seam separation, took the bridge off, cleaned it, fixed it, put it back on. We took the neck off, did a neck reset, put the neck back on at the right angle. And I think that's, I can't think of anything else. I glued the nut in it too. Yeah, I think that's it, man. It looks good. Everything looks perfect. But I do want to go in there with the endoscope, so stay tuned for that. And we'll go inside of it and look around under string tension. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this series. I sure enjoyed it, all but my playing. I don't like my playing. I'm going to practice. I promise I'm going to get back in practice again. And get calluses, man. That hurts. Cheers. See you on another one soon. You want to go outside?